Hi my friends, Sam Villa here. Got a really cool little trick on how to modernize a ponytail. And now if you're not sure or have difficulty putting in a ponytail, go back and check out one of the videos that we created that shows you how to place a ponytail. So I've simply gone in, placed a ponytail. Now, let's add it and make it more ornamentation-like or give it a little bit more visual value. So we're going to work in the back. Our tools for success. Working with Pillow Proof. We blow dried and did a directional blow dry, working with our Pillow Proof Prime. Speeds up the process of blow drying. When I went in and actually did the ponytail, worked with Pillow Proof Extend, which absorbs some oils, absorbs the oils, any moisture. Really helps you get the ponytail looking a little bit more dry looking. Okay, we went in, worked with our Fashion Work 12. This is what we use to kind of get it really nice and smooth by simply spraying it and just rolling the can over that to take care of the flyaways. My product of choice to execute this, the main one I'm going to work is from the Flex line. I'm going to work with Movability 05. Think of a cream and a paste combined together, and it really helps to control what it is I'm going to do here. So we're going to work with our Movability 05. All right, so let's turn her around, turn Ashlyn around, and let's work in the back area. First, what we need to do is prep it. So we're going to first prep it with Movability 05. Okay, now take and work with small amounts. Don't work with too much at one time. So I want to work with my Movability 05. You're going to emulsify, and then we're just going to come through and just kind of pancake it over the ponytail like this. So it just starts to give the hair a little bit more of a smooth texture. It also goes in and starts to gather it, so you can see how it's making it look a little bit more like it's heavily oiled, if you will. Going to come back through. The second time that we apply our Movability 05, we're going to go through, and this time I'm going to work it through the ponytail. So coming through, emulsify, work it through, palms of my hands are my reservoir product, fingertips become the applicator, and now I just finger through that, and you're just working the product a little bit more deeper inside. Okay. Once we've got that, what we want to do is we want to come through, one of our tools for success, a large tooth comb coming through, and just combing that product through. And what I love about this, don't feel that you can overuse a product. I think in a lot of times, in most cases when you're doing looks like this, the more product the better. Remember, product's not an option, it's a necessity in order to give you control of the little trick that you're doing. Okay, so we're just going to go through. I just felt like I needed some more down from mid shaft to ends. So just working that through. Now we're pretty much ready to go. Okay, some of the other tools for success that you're going to need are 2 single prong clips. Okay, so I'm just going to take my single prong clip and just place it right there. Okay, I'm going to go down on my knee so you can see. You're going to reach behind the ponytail. So let me just give you a 3/4 view of that. You're going to reach behind the inside, behind the ponytail, and I'm going to be grabbing sections there. Okay, so we're going to start out with 2 sections. I want you to go back and take a look at one of the videos called a slip tie. Okay, and in that video, the slip tie, you will see that we've actually got a technique that's almost like a braid, and I talk about using this set. So this is a natural progression of that. That's what this is. Going to take the product, I'm going to put that right on my pocket of my thumb and my index. That's just going to become a reservoir for more product. Remember, Movability 05. Okay, so I'm going to take a section. Now I'm just going to come through, just get a little pea size of that and just work it through that section. And I'm just going to set that section off. Then I'm going to come back through, grab another section. Try to grab about the same amount of hair on both sides, okay? And now come back through, just dab for more product, working through your fingertips, and once again, giving the same type of density of product on both sides, same section. Now we're simply gonna gather these 2 together, and I want you to go back to the slip tie technique. If you haven't seen it, go check out one of the videos. It's one of the tricks that we've taught you in the past. You're gonna take these 2 sections, and now I'm gonna take left over right. So look at the left section, comes over the right, and I'm simply gonna tie the shoelace. So I simply tie that. Now once I've got that tied, place it where you want that to sit. Then I want you to just palm this. Just palm that. Take your clip, take the clip, and I want you just to isolate that. Just isolate the slice of that. Take the clip, isolate the slice of that, and now we're good to go for the next one. Take a little bit of product in my hands, coming back through. Now what I like to do is I like to pause here for just a moment. And I want you, once you've tied one, I want you to just come through and just comb that through. So I just hold that and just comb that through. So it's almost what you tied, it goes right back into the ponytail. Okay, going to come back through now, take a section right back underneath. So I'm taking a section from underneath. Okay, going to bring this about the same amount of hair as I previously did. Come back through, working for more product, coming back onto my hands for more product, making sure you got all of that section, that there's no little flyaways that are coming out with that, and then working my product through. Once I've got my product worked through, just lay that one over the shoulder, come back through, reach right underneath, inside, grab about the same amount of hair, get rid of all your flyaways, come back through for the pocket of more product. Okay, and as I said, remember, don't feel like you can use too much product. I think the more product, the better. You're going to have more control with that. All right, just coming back through. That feels about the same amount of hair on both sides. Now I'm simply going to come through, come underneath the clips, okay, and gather again. So we come through, need a little bit more product. And remember, the product just keeps that whole section together, so when you tie it stays together. Okay, any little flyaways that I don't want, going to get rid of them. So I'm going to come through, and I'm simply going to take the left, comes underneath the right, and then back over, and simply tie your shoelace and place that in. Okay, come through, palm again. Okay, come through with your comb. And once again, come through and just comb that through. So let's go back, tie that up where we want it, gather, and comb through. Now I'm just going to continue to work this method all the way down on each section, so you get this little pattern that works down the ponytail. So we'll just continue to work each section, grabbing right behind. All right, so on the last section, you can see how I've worked my way down the section of the ponytail, always grabbing from behind, okay, taking the same amount of hair, okay, making sure you bring the section underneath your clip. You got to bring it underneath the clip. You don't want any flyaways getting stuck inside the clip, okay, always reaching for more product, applying more product onto your sections. Once you got them, keeps them together. Okay, now come in and tie our last one. This will be the last one we're going to tie. Left comes underneath right and over the top. I want you to pretend once again just like you're tying your shoelace. Okay, we're just going to grab a small elastic. Now we're going to come through and we're going to elastic this. What's really important, keep making sure that everything is nice and tight, sitting the way that you want it. Okay, let's just let them sit down diagonally just slightly. Okay, come where I'm at, place my elastic. Okay, then we're going to take a blow dryer and we're going to come through in the end of this just to give it a little bit more of a flower effect. Come through and just mess and roll your hand inside that. Remember, you've got product in your hand. Okay, now we'll take a blow dryer and we're just going to come through with a blow dryer, and all I'm going to do with a blow dryer is just hit that right into the center of that. So I'm just going to come through, just roll it around. So once again, it's just not a ponytail with an elastic on the end of it. Once again, just adding a little bit more dimension of texture to that, so you get that to just kind of pop out a little bit. So now when you come through and you're going to spray it, okay, I want you to take the spray and you want to blow dry the spray into where it is you're going to go. Don't point the spray to it and then hit it with a blow dryer. So watch, I'm going to get that just to pop a little bit more. And I'm just using the blow dryer just to blow dry the spray right up into that, so that just pops up. I find that if I go in and spray the spray into it and not blow the spray into it, it gets too hard, too tacky, and it doesn't have the right sense of texture that I want to it. Once it went, look how I'm not spraying into it, I'm blowing across, and now letting the blow dryer just catch the spray and blow drying the spray right where I want the spray. Okay, just another cool way to add texture, visual ornamentation to a ponytail, and just using your blow dryer and your Movability 05 to create a different look, creating a simple ponytail. This is called a slip tie ponytail Hope you enjoy it and got something out of it. Remember, my friends, make it your own. Any comments or questions, just simply write them down in the box below. We'll be happy to get back to you. Once again, some tricks and tips just for you. Thanks for watching.